It's okay, it's alright, won't be waiting for long.
Okay, so um, every now and then I come across an obscure brand. I don't come across, that's a lie. I go searching for obscure brands that kind of trip a different sort of trigger for me. Um, while everybody else is chasing the hype brands, chasing the mainstays, I like to explore and see what else is out there because A, variety is the spice of life. That's so I've heard. No, I know that for a fact. It's true. But you also have to figure it is a great big world with a whole lot of brands. Manufacturing is now democratized. It is no longer held secret by a select few brands or people or gatekeepers. The quality of such has gone through the roof. I'm going to tell you the price of these after I get done describing all the features because it doesn't make sense that a shoe this good is priced what it is. So we'll get into it right now. And this one caught my eye. I came across on Instagram a brand called OneMix. Name doesn't make any sense in terms of performance or whatnot, but neither does Hoka or Adidas. I didn't hold that against the brand. But when I saw the offering, I'm like, okay, I've got to get my hands on this and test it out. So today we are looking at the OneMix CR21601. No joke, that's the name. Let's talk about this shoe, y'all. It is packed full of features. Again, I know nothing about OneMix. I've seen Anta, Pique, Li Ning. I've seen a lot of brands come out of China that have very, very legit shoes, very high performance. OneMix I had never heard of. So, this shoe is a runner. It is billed as a trainer, a distance runner, a racing shoe for, your 5K. I don't know about marathon, but I know that they're billing it as something you can train long in, you can do sprints in. This is wild. It's just wild. So let's get a little bit more into the features. You've got this sort of airy open mesh that is very, very see-through. It's a breathable mesh with a reinforced toe cap, but it is a nylon mesh, kind of like ballistic nylon mesh, but not as tightly woven. So the breathability is there. That's 3/4 of the shoe. Now it goes into your fused lacing system. There are no traditional lace holes, so it's kind of like what you've seen on Ultra Boost or knit shoes, Yeezys, other things like that. The laces go right into the material and they are reinforced by the fusing. Shoe is super, super lightweight. The most substantial part of the shoe would be the knit collar. So you do have what is kind of like a prime knit collar leading into some ankle support and a stiff heel counter. So that's probably the hardest, stiffest part of the shoe, well, of the upper. Comfortable, padded collar, padded heel, goes into a sort of whale tail that flips back to make it comfortable on the Achilles. You've got your pull tab with some branding on it, and seems to be like this little thing here looks like a race pattern in the shape of an S. So I'm not sure if that's a real course or not, but it's kind of cool that they put that feature on there. And it's only on the right shoe. The left shoe has a different thing on it. Yeah, the back is similar to what Nike has done with theirs, where you've got a time consideration that you can maybe customize or see. There are so many considered details with this shoe that, again, it's baffling for me to know the price point of this shoe, the features of this shoe in comparison to other shoes that I have purchased. For instance, if you look at this top eyelet, the top eyelet, when that is pulled, there is a fly wire inside that then pulls on the connected wire through the back. So as you tighten the heel, or excuse me, as you tighten the laces, the heel pulls forward and it laces around your ankle tighter. Like that is such a crazy considered detail that it has a fly wire cord around the ankle to the top eyelet so that when you pull on those laces, it tightens the heel down against your Achilles and gives you a more snug fit. That is super considered. That's the upper. Very minimal. The OneMix logo and name are woven into the nylon mesh. If I were to compare this to anything, I would say the shoe on the whole, not just the upper and the nylon mesh, but the shoe on the whole is very, very comparable to the Nike Air Zoom Tempo Next Percent in its shape, in its profile, in its features. And while you might think, well, that has that 4-foot air bubble setup, the Zoom air pads, apparently there are air pads inside this midsole too. So let's get into that. The midsole tooling. It is a super high stack from the materials. I believe they said it's a 39 millimeter stack. I'm not sure of the drop. It's not as squishy, soft as Zoom X. It is very similar to the Power Run PB Plus that is in Saucony, but it is not in pebbled form. It is not rolled like we saw with Ultra Boost or like we see in the Saucony Speed and Saucony Pro. It is, however, that viscosity. It's that density. It feels that way. It's got a nice rolling pattern from heel to toe. Some of the features of that are it's got kind of a cleft heel, where with Nike you saw the one spike coming off of the heel. This one has a similar shape, but then it cuts in to two, which allows the heel to maybe pass through and roll forward a little bit better. The stack is fairly high to begin with, and most of these Chinese brands that I have encountered are narrow. They're not very wide, which would make a fast shoe. It really would make a faster shoe. We've seen that with a lot of the Nikes, the Zoom Flies. A lot of those are very, very narrow. But the last on a lot of these Chinese shoes is straight. There's no curve to them. This is carbon fiber plated. And there are air pods underneath that carbon fiber plate in the toe area. And there is an exposed air bladder on the heel where you actually do crash down on top of this slight air bubble here, and it provides a kind of a stiff bounce rebound. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go backward a little bit and show you the packaging as it came out. I first picked up the package. It didn't feel quite right. It was hard. It was making plastic noises, not cardboard noises that I'm used to with shoes. And when this shoe came through, I was looking at something completely different. So let's get into this. Let's go back in time, show you the packaging, and then we'll get more into the shoe. All right, so this is how my OneMix came to me packaged up. This is wild. It came in this sort of plastic box. It had dual handles attached to it, along with instructions on why it came in this package and how it could be a good travel companion for your suitcase. So your shoes have a suitcase when you roll, apparently. Come on, they wildin' with that. That's crazy. But it's true. So this is the suitcase handle, goes over the top of your rolling carry-on. This is the top carry handle. And this translucent piece slid open to reveal the shoes. Like, for real, how wild is that? How wild is that? That's crazy. I want to get the next pair, which is the red pair I want to test out. And I want to see if the red pair comes in a red box. So stay tuned. Hold on. Just so that y'all see I'm not joking with this name. This is the OneMix 21601 unisex running shoe from China. Let's get into it. We've seen the shoe. We've seen the crazy packaging, was outstanding. Just as good, if not better than anything I've ever experienced from packaging. I've seen a lot of specialty packages. I've seen Adidas specialty packages, Nike specialty packages, Jordan specialty packages, Li Ning specialty packages. I've never seen anything like this. So this takes the cake in terms of presentation out of the box, out of the plastic box. What's crazy is this shoe came in the box with an extra set of insoles. Seems to be standard foam, standard EVA foam. Got some good maybe ortholite material on top. The grip seems to be good. They're articulated for pressure points in the foot. Legit to have an extra pair of insoles be the first thing coming out of the package to let you know, like, okay, we're going to keep your steps fresh. QR code, so I'll hold that up if you want to test that out, see where it takes us. I haven't checked it out quite yet, so, proceed with caution. But that's not all. But wait, it gets worse. Okay, so I haven't opened these, but from the detailed cartoon graphics, let's see if I can get you focused there. It seems as if this would be a pair of OneMix socks. It's all in Chinese, so I cannot read that, but the graphic seems to say that these are a pair of socks matching. So let's get into it. Packaged up, and it is a pair of matching yellow OneMix socks with a similar logo to what was on the plastic cover of the box. Now on the socks. I mean, come on. This is above and beyond. Again, wait until I tell you what these cost in a race or whatnot. This is crazy. Like, everything about this shoe is crazy. Again, I'm not sure how effective it is. That's a lot of technology stacked on top of each other. But it seems to be there for a reason, and I'm willing to test it out. It's got a star-shaped translucent rubber over a very large crash pad in the forefoot underneath where the big toe and the ball of the foot would be. The shoe is very light. I'm really excited to run in this. I'm really excited to try it out. There's just such a wealth of stuff poured into this shoe that it kind of defies logic on the fact that I got this shoe from Amazon, and this shoe costs, with a coupon, $100. Like, just over, I think I paid maybe $110 for this shoe. This shoe has the technology of a $250, $275 shoe. in hand and on foot with what I've felt so far, it is on par with anything that Nike has out, anything that Adidas has put out, anything that Saucony has put out. It's as legit as it gets. So I'm a little bit baffled, a little bit curious, a little bit excited. With that cost point, I can get into another color, even just for the aesthetics of it. As with most of my shoes, I will be using them to both run and style in them. So we're going to put this one through its paces over the next few weeks. And in the comments, let's keep conversing about it. And I'll let you know how it goes. But this is a surprise. And it takes a lot to surprise me. So the OneMix CR 21601. It's baffling. It's beautiful. We'll see where it takes us. Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. So stick with me. Like I said, let's converse down in the comments. Let me know what you think of them. Keep asking. I'll keep chiming in down there to let you know any updates that I come up with. But this shoe is wild, y'all. It's wild. Thanks for rocking with me.